Happy New Comic Book Wednesday, guys. I'm happy to say that today I finally finished my first semester of college. So isn't that great to have my finals or all my final classes end on a new Comic Book Wednesday day. So that's pretty awesome to actually end all my finals by reading, comic books, just chilling and relaxing, reading these comic books, and then finally doing a review for you guys. So I will be reviewing Aquaman issue number 9 for you guys first today. I also picked up Batman Incorporated issue number 1, which I will be reviewing next. And then I picked up Teen Titans issue number 9. So we'll be reviewing the whole entire Calling event because I want to collect all the 4-parters and do a whole 4-parter review for you guys. So I'll be doing the whole entire Calling event, starting with the Teen Titans annual comic through all the rest, and then ending it with Teen Titans issue number 9, the conclusion story to this to this whole entire event. I also picked up The Flash issue number 9, and I picked up Green Lantern New Guardians issue number 9 because of the fact that the Reach is actually invading the Blue Lantern's home planet, and I actually want to see this fight go out. So it's pretty cool because I actually do find the Blue Lanterns interesting, and I do love Blue Beetle. So my love for Blue Beetle actually expanded into this comic. So I decided to actually pick it up just for fun, just for a good read, because I'm not really up to date with the new Guardians comics, so I just picked it up just to, enjoy and read about the Reach. And also, just want to mention that today when I actually was picking up my comics, in my box I got this newspaper ad for the New Frontiers, man, Judgment Day. Now, if guys don't know what this is, if you actually flip through the end of the comics that you've been reading for DC Comics, you actually see this newspaper ad at the end of the comic talking about Before the Watchmen. So this is actually a prequel to the whole entire Watchmen comics. So this is a whole entire series that's going to be going on right here, and actually comes with, in the back actually is a full poster. So you guys can see here, it's a full poster. So you get a free newspaper ad in the front, which is pretty cool, so you don't have to squint your eyes at reading at the end of the page of DC Comics, and you get a poster, so this is cool, and then it shows all the series that are going to be coming out here. I will be picking up some of them because I did watch the Watchmen movie, and I did read the comics, so I'm going to be picking up the the series that's going to be going on for that. So let's get on to my review of Aquaman issue number 9, which I have right here. So in the last issue of Aquaman, we basically got backstory to this group called the Others, which Aquaman was a part of before the Justice League. Now this group consists of humans and Atlanteans at the same time. So this group was, generated with, humans and Atlanteans, and basically they possessed these Atlantean relics that actually gave them special abilities. And we basically learned some backstory and information about these characters, or this whole entire group in the last issue. And then we ended it with the Black Manta actually pursuing one of the members called the Prisoner. And that's where issue number 9 opens up with. We see Black Manta actually using one of the Atlantean relics he took from one of his victims, which was Kiana the Shear. And after he killed her, he took her relic because he's actually hunting down these members and trying to steal all their Atlantean relics. And yeah, so he uses the relic, and we actually see the relic's abilities is able to translate different languages. That's what I've seen so far in the beginning of this page. I don't know if it has any other abilities, but that's what we see so far in the beginning of this issue. And then we actually are introduced to the Prisoner. Now we actually get to see his real face and secret identity because he actually wears a bag over his head in the last couple of issues, so you really don't know who the Prisoner is, but you actually get to see his face, and we actually get backstory for this character. Now from what I'm seeing, we actually learn that he's a military type of guy, and that Black Manta actually mentions that he is trying to relive or try to take care of lives that doesn't belong to him, that actually haunts him, and that basically he's a nobody, he's empty, he has a no life, so he's trying to relive or try to take care of other people's lives that I guess his friends or comrades has lost, and that's basically it. It's not really well explained, but you can basically guess, you can tell he was a military man, and maybe his comrades or some of his soldiers or battalion or whatever lost their lives, and now he's trying to live them and take care of them, I guess. And actually, you actually see these soldiers appear behind him because when he actually starts fighting Black Manta, you actually see these ghostly apparitions. They have these zombie-like faces, and when he pulls out a gun and shoots Black Manta, you actually get to see a soldier holding out a rifle and fires at the same time as the prisoner does. So this could foreshadow in something, but I really want to learn more. It's not really discussed in this issue, but yeah, I would actually like to learn more about the prisoner. So afterwards, he actually takes his gauntlets, or these, prison bracelets, and runs off with them. The Atlantean relic he owns, he runs off with it, and Black Manta continues to pursue him. And then afterwards, we open up in the Amazon where Aquaman and Yara are actually trying to look for Kiana's body, so Aquaman can see proof that Black Manta has killed her off and stole her relic. So afterwards, we actually have a couple of the group members actually mentioned in this issue. One of them called the Operator, I think. The Operator, and also... no, the Operative, not Operative. The Operative, and also one guy named Yavzarks. I forgot how to pronounce his name. But yeah, basically we learned that his helmet, the Atlantean helmet he has, basically lets him survive without food, air, or water. So he actually prefers living on the moon. And Aquaman has actually contacted everybody in the group, called the others, and he's trying to warn them that Black Manta is going to come and kill them off. And that's about it. And then we learn backstory about Professor Shin and his relationship with Aquaman and his father, Tom Curry, and then we also learn about the conflict of Black Manta and Aquaman and how it actually began. And then we actually end this issue with Aquaman confronting Black Manta in the end of this issue, which is pretty cool because now we get to see Aquaman and Black Manta fight it out. Now this issue, it was okay. I mean, the backstory for the prisoner wasn't really well discussed. I mean, you have to really basically guess at what type of life he used to have. Was he a military man? Did he used to belong to a battalion and his whole group just got killed off and he survived and he's trying to relive these people's lives? We don't really actually know much about the prisoner, yet alone we don't even know much about the whole entire group that Aquaman was with, so we don't even know about all the other people. We actually also learned that Yawara can actually control animals, just like Aquaman, who can actually insert ideas or like thoughts into fish's heads or sea creatures' minds and make them do whatever he wants. So I guess Yawara has the same abilities, but with animals, or cats, I guess you can say, because she actually controls some jaguars and some other lion-type creatures or cat-like creatures in the Amazon. And that's pretty cool. Maybe that means she's part Atlantean. I don't know that for sure. Or maybe she's a metahuman. Who knows? But we still need to get more backstory for these characters. I did like the backstory for Professor Shin and his relationship with Aquaman. It was pretty interesting. I mean, it's really well, you already could see this coming because we all know that Professor Shin actually wanted to reveal, Aquaman's identity to everybody, that he's an Atlantean. But of course, Tom Curry, his father, got really pissed off and didn't want to do that because he didn't want to, jeopardize Aquaman's or Arthur's status in the human world, because he doesn't want to reveal he's an Atlantean. And yeah, he gets pissed off, and Professor Shin is really desperate. He loses his job, everything, loses his friends, and he goes to Black Manta for help. So that's a really good backstory for Professor Shin. That's the one part I actually did like about this issue. Like I said, the only nagging part is about the prisoner, and they're trying to insert a backstory for him, but we don't get a lot of backstory. We still have to learn more about these characters, which I'm really hoping they do explain a bit more, because the pacing of this story, though we don't get a lot of action, we do get to see a lot of backstory, which is pretty interesting, pretty cool. And yeah, so I would like to actually know more about these characters. Hopefully later on, in later issues, we will learn more about the others. Hopefully build up more on these characters. And yeah, that's my review of Aquaman issue number 9. You guys should actually check this issue out because, of course, like I said, Aquaman's a good series. And it's really, it's enjoyable. I did find this issue enjoyable. I didn't say I didn't like it, because the beginning part was a bit iffy because you really have a lot of questions for the prisoner. But I guess that's not the main focus. The main focus is about Aquaman, his conflict between Black Manta and his affiliations for this whole entire The Others group. So yeah, that's my review of Aquaman issue number 9. Hopefully you guys found this review enjoyable and helpful. And yeah, talk to you guys later. So see you guys.